Have you ever wondered why some people can walk into a room and instantly gain attention, trust, and agreement? It's not luck. It's not manipulation. It's a skill. Today, we're breaking down the art of persuasion. Master communication and influence anyone. This book shows how persuasion really works, how communication shapes outcomes, and how influence can be learned by anyone willing to practice. If you want to communicate better, negotiate smarter, and influence people without force, this video is for you. Let's start with what persuasion actually means. The book begins by redefining it. Persuasion is not about controlling people. It's about understanding people. True influence happens when your message connects with what someone already cares about. When people feel understood, they listen. When they listen, they consider. When they consider, they move. It's about alignment, not pressure. So, what is the foundation of influence? The book explains that all persuasion rests on 3 pillars. The first is trust. People don't follow words, they follow people. Trust comes from honesty, consistency, and confidence. Without arrogance, if people trust you, your message already has power. The second pillar is clarity. Confusion creates resistance. Clear communication removes fear. The clearer your message, the easier it is for people to agree. The third pillar is emotional connection. Facts inform, but emotion convinces. When people feel something, they remember you and your message. Now let's get into mastering communication skills. The book breaks communication down into simple but powerful techniques. The first is active listening. Most people listen to reply, not to understand. Persuasive communicators listen deeply. They reflect what they hear and ask follow-up questions. This makes people feel respected and open. Next is tone and body language. Your words matter less than how you deliver them. A calm tone signals confidence. Open posture signals honesty. Eye contact builds connection. People believe what they see more than what they hear. And finally, choosing the right words. The book emphasizes simple language, short sentences, and clear ideas. No unnecessary complexity. Simple words travel further. This brings us to the psychology of influence. This is where persuasion becomes truly powerful. First is the principle of reciprocity. People feel compelled to give back. When you offer value first, people naturally want to respond. Then there's consistency. Once people commit to something small, they want to stay consistent with that choice. Small agreements lead to big ones. Social proof is another key. People trust what others already trust. Using examples, testimonials, and shared experiences strengthens belief. Authority is also crucial. Confidence and competence attract attention. You don't need to dominate. You need to demonstrate knowledge calmly. Lastly, there's scarcity. A limited time or a limited opportunity increases value. But the book warns that false scarcity destroys trust, so authenticity always matters. How you frame your message is just as important. Framing decides how your message is received. Instead of focusing on what people lose, show them what they gain. Instead of pushing your needs, highlight their benefits. Instead of forcing agreement, invite consideration. For example, don't say, "You need to do this." Instead, try. This could help you achieve what you want. Framing turns resistance into curiosity. But what happens when you face resistance? The book teaches how to handle objections with confidence. Objections are not rejection. They are requests for more clarity. When someone pushes back, the first thing to do is stay calm. Then, ask questions to understand their perspective. Acknowledge their concern to show you're listening. Finally, respond with understanding, not defensiveness. This approach lowers tension and builds respect every time. Let's look at how persuasion works in real life. At work, you can present your ideas clearly, support your claims with proof, and align your proposals with team goals. In personal relationships, it means listening without interrupting, speaking with empathy, and avoiding winning arguments at the cost of trust. And in negotiations, it's about understanding the other side's priorities, creating win-win outcomes, and keeping your emotions steady. Persuasion works best when both sides feel respected. Now, a very important point. Ethical influence. The book makes one thing crystal clear. Persuasion without ethics is just manipulation. Real influence improves relationships. It doesn't damage them. Long-term success comes from honesty, respect, and mutual benefit. If your influence helps others, it will last. So, what are the core takeaways from the book? Here are the main lessons. Influence begins with understanding, not talking. Trust amplifies every single message you send. Emotion is what drives people to action. Clarity removes resistance and fear. Listening often persuades more than talking. And finally, ethics protect your reputation and ensure your influence endures. Master these principles, and persuasion becomes a natural part of who you are. If you found value in this breakdown, like the video and subscribe for more long-form book summaries on communication, mindset, and personal growth. Let me know in the comments which book you want to see broken down next. Thanks for watching. Speak clearly, listen deeply, and influence wisely.